Article 6, Food Safety Regulations Coordinating Board or FSRCB. Section 20, Powers and Functions. There is hereby created a Food Safety Regulating Board, hereinafter referred to as the Board, with the following powers and functions: monitor and coordinate the performance and implementation of the mandates of the DA and the DOH, the DILG, and the LGUs in food safety regulations. Identify the agency and responsible for enforcement based on their legal mandates where jurisdiction over specific areas overlap. Coordinate crisis management and planning during the safety and emergency. Establish the policies and procedures for coordination among agencies involved in food safety. Continuously evaluate the effectiveness of enforcement of food safety regulation and research and training programs. Regularly submit reports to the Congressional Committees on Health, Agriculture, and Food, Trade and Industry, and accept grants and donations from local international sources. Section 21. Organization. Within 30 days from the effectivity of this Act, the Secretaries of the DA and the DOH and the DILG shall organize the Board in accordance with the following rules. The Board shall be chaired by the DOH Secretary and co-chaired by the DA Secretary. Within 12 months after the effective of this Act, the Board shall submit a manual procedures containing the rules for the conduct meetings and decision-making, among others. The Board shall assist by administrative and technical secretariat at the DOH. Funds shall be allocated by the respective agencies concerned with the food safety. Accountability for food safety regulations. The FSRAS of the DA and the DOH in coordination with the LGUs. Article 7. Crisis Management. Section 23. Rapid Alert System. A rapid alert system for the notification of direct or indirect risks to human health due to food shall be established by the FSRCB. Section 24. Emergencies Measure. The Board, in coordination with the FSRAS of the DOH and the DA, shall immediately adopt one or more of the following measures depending on the gravity of the situation. In the case of food of national origin, suspension of its distribution in market, laying down special condition for the food question, and any other appropriate interim measure. In case of food from other country, suspension of imports of the food from all parts of the third country concerned, laying down special condition for food in question from all or part of the third country concerned, and any other appropriate interim measure. Section 25. Plan for Crisis Management. The Board, in coordination with the FSRAS and other relevant government agencies, shall prepare a general plan for the management of the threat to food safety, such as radiation, contamination of food, food shortage, requiring coordinate action, and other crisis situations which may compromise food safety. Article 8. Implementation of food safety regulations. Section 26. Policies on official controls. Official controls are established to verify compliance with the food laws and regulations shall be prepared by each agency. The following shall govern the exercise of official control. Official control shall be implemented by the way of regulations prepared by the FSRAS. The frequency of the official control should be proportionate to the severity. Official controls shall be based on appropriate techniques. The regulatory agency or body performing official control shall meet operational criteria. Any personnel of FSRAS, such as not limited to the food inspector, shall perform official controls at the highest level of competency and integrity. Policies and procedures for official controls shall be documented in manual of operation to ensure consistency, high quality, uniformity, predict- predictability, and transparency. Provisions shall made from official controls to be delegated to other component bodies such as determined by the regulatory agency of the condition under which it shall take place. The agencies responsible for the implementation of official controls shall be provided with the necessary funding and technical support. Section 27. Traceability. Traceability shall establish for food at relevant stage of productions, post-harvest handling, processing, or distribution when needed to ensure compliance with the food safety requirements. Be able to identify any person or company from whom they have been supplied with. Food, a food producing animal, production chemicals as pesticides and drugs, and productions, post-harvest handling, and processing inputs such as feed, food, food additives, food ingredients, packaging, materials. B. Establish and implements and procedures which allow the above information to available the regulatory authorities on the demand, and establish systems are produced to identify the other's business to which their products has been supplied. Section 18. Licensing registrations of establishments. Appropriate authorization shall be developed and issued in form of a permit, license, and certificate of registrations. Section 29. Inspection of food business operators. Regular inspection of food business operators should be performed by the FSRAS. A. Inspection shall take into account compliance with the mandatory food safety standards. The frequency of inspection shall base the assessment of the risk. Inspector shall have defined skills on risk-based inspection. Appropriate procedures shall be in place to ensure that the results of inspections are interpreted in a uniform manner. Section 30. Food testing laboratories. The following shall guide the management and operation of food testing laboratories. Food testing shall be carried out by laboratories accredited in accordance with the international standards. Testing shall be carried out using internationally approved procedures or methods of analysis that have been validated. Laboratories shall be organized and managed. Laboratories shall staff with analytics with the required expertise and professional competencies and FSRAS may recognize private testing laboratories accredited by the Philippine accreditation of the FAO of the DTI to support their testing needs. Article 9. Training and Consumer Education. Section 31. Training. Skills training and other instructional educational activities shall be regularly provided to food business operators of food handlers to the government personnel as follow. Food business operators, particularly micro, small, and medium-scale enterprise, shall be trained on the requirements of food safety regulations. Mandatory training on the safe food handling and similar courses shall be implemented for the handlers of food business, and government personnel shall be trained the scientific basis for the provisions of the law and and on the conduct of officials controls. Section Section 32. Consumers Education. A consumer education program shall be developed by the DA and the DOH and the LGUS in partnership with the Department of the Education. Section 33. Funding. Funds shall be provided the development and implementation or training in consumers education program.